Teenyweeny. Hey kids! Welcome to story time. Let us see a story about 3 little pigs. Once in a forest, there lived 3 little pigs. They were always together, playing together. One day they saw a wolf coming into the forest. They realized the wolf is so dangerous, so they thought a plan. They decided to build a house strong enough to keep themselves safe from the wolf. The first pig gave an idea to build a house using hay, but the other 2 pigs disagreed, as it won't be strong enough to save him from wolf. But he didn't listen. The second pig gave an idea to build a house using sticks, but the other pig disagreed, as it won't be strong enough to save him from wolf. But he didn't listen. The third pig gave an idea to build a house using bricks, as it will be strong enough to save him from wolf. But the other pigs thought it was waste of time. All the pigs started to build their own houses. One started to build with hay. One started to build with sticks. One started to build with bricks. The hay house and the stick house were built easily, whereas the third pig was really working hard to build the house using bricks. Using bricks. They thought their friend is wasting time. Finally the pig finished the house. They started to stay in their respective houses. One day the wolf saw the pigs and started to chase them. Three little pigs ran and hid in their houses. The wolf went near the hay house and gave a big blow. Oh, the hay house went into pieces. The pig ran into the stick house. The wolf gave big blow. The stick house went into pieces. The pigs ran into the brick house. the brick house. But it was strong, and the wolf was exhausted and tired. The wolf saw a way to enter the house. And started to climb to the roof. The pig saw the wolf climbing the roof. The pigs were scared. It came up with a plan. It started a fire and kept a pot of water under chimney. The water started to boil. The wolf climbed and came down through the chimney and fell into the pot of boiling water. The wolf started to shout and unable to escape from the pot. The three little pig was safe. The pigs thanked their friend. They also understood the work of the hard work. Moral of the story: hard work always pays off. Bye-bye. Hey kids! Welcome to story time. Let us see a story about the blue jackal. Once there was a jackal living in the forest. One day he was very hungry and started to walk through the town searching for food. There he saw a group of dogs. Indeed, the dogs started to chase him. He was afraid and started to run for his life. He went and hid behind a house. The dogs was searching for the jackal and left the place. He thought of going back, but unknowingly hit the high stoop behind, and the paint jar on it fell down. The paint in it poured on the jackal. The jackal went back to the forest, and all the animals saw him and was afraid of him. They started to run, seeing the jackal. They thought a new wild animal came into the forest to attack them. The jackal can't understand why the animals were afraid of him. Then he saw his reflection in the water and saw he was covered with blue paint, and that is why the animals were afraid of him. All the animals gathered and came along with the lion to speak to the jackal. The lion asked the jackal who he was. The jackal said he was the new king of the forest. He is supreme to all animals in the forest, and he was sent by the god. Feared of his look, The animals accepted him as their king. Whatever he wants was done by other animals. He ordered to give him some food and the animals bought for him. Soon he started to enjoy his comforts given by other animals. On one full moon night, the blue jackal was sleeping, and a group of jackals was howling in a distance. Hearing the howl, the jackal also got up and howled loudly, forgetting his disguise. The animals in the forest noticed it and found it was Jackal. They started to chase him. While running, he fell into a lake and the pain got washed away. And he came back to his original look. He was caught by the animals. The animals punished him and chased away the jackal from the forest. He ran away for life. He also lost his home because of his disguise. Moral of the story: one's true self cannot be hidden for long. Bye-bye. Hello kids. It is story time. Let us see a story about the angry lion. Once there was a lion walking through the forest. One day, he was sleeping in the forest. There came a naughty rat. The naughty rat started to play on the back of the lion. The lion got disturbed and woke up angrily. The angry lion saw that the rat was the one who disturbed his sleep. He angrily roared at the rat. The rat was scared and asked sorry to the lion.
I am sorry. Please forgive me. Please leave me. I can help you when you are in need.
The lion laughed.
Are you going to help me? Did you see your size? How can you help me? Go away from here.
Few days later, when the lion was walking through the forest, he unknowingly stuck into a hunter's net. He saw the rat pass by. He remembered rat's words. He asked for rat's help.
Hey rat, please help me.
Rat readily agreed and started to bite the net. Rat bit the net into pieces and freed the lion. The lion was happy and thanked the rat. They became friends. Moral of the story: love and kindness are never wasted. As the lion was kind enough to forgive the mouse, he got his timely help. Bye-bye. Hey kids. Welcome to story time. Let us see a story about the cunning fox. Once there was a crow flying through a village. It saw a piece of bread. As it was hungry, it took the bread and flew away. It sat in the tree and started to eat the bread. There came a fox, and saw the crow with the bread. He thought to get the bread from the crow. So he started to speak to the crow.
Hey crow, you look handsome. Your feathers look glossy. You look like the king of the birds. I am sure your voice is as majestic as your presence.
The crow was pleased to hear his speech, but could not open his mouth because of the bread in its beak.
Oh, king of the birds, do let me have the pleasure of hearing you sing. I will be the most blessed fox.
The crow, who had never heard such a praise, could not control itself, and started to call loudly. The bread in its beak fell down. The fox picked it up and ran away, left the crow cawing. The moral of the story: beware of flattery words. Bye-bye. Hello kids. Welcome to story time. Let us see a story about the innocent deer. Once a crow and a deer lived in the forest. They were best friends. They were always together, playing and spending time. One day a fox noticed them.
Wow, this deer looks so tasty. Somehow I need to taste it.
It came up with a plan. The fox sneaked between them.
Hello crow. Hello deer. I know you both are best friends. Can I be your friend too?
The deer and the crow was suspicious.
Okay, we will meet tomorrow.
Hey dear, I'm afraid that the fox has some motive in becoming our friend.
Maybe the fox is in need of friends.
It started to bring fruits to the deer. The deer was confused. It thought, why not be friends with the fox? Fox understood deer's thought. Fox made a cunning plan.
Hey friends, I have brought you fruits to eat. Do you know there is farm nearby? I get tasty food there daily. Now you are my friend, so you can also go there to get delicious foods.
Why don't we go to the farm and get delicious foods?
But we get enough food here.
Next day the deer decided to go to farmer's place and ate all the crops. The farmer saw the crop field was destroyed and saw the deer footprints. Next day the farmer set a trap to catch the deer. The deer came the next day also, unknowingly got caught in the net. The deer started to realize its mistake and was worried. The fox was watching everything hiding behind a tree. Fox was happy that its plan got success.
Haha, now let us wait till the farmer sees the deer, then it will become my lunch.
Crow came in search of the deer. It saw the deer got caught in the net.
Hey dear, I was looking for you everywhere. How did you got stuck here?
The deer said how it got caught.
I'm sorry, Crow. I didn't listen to your words. I believed in Fox's word and came to the farm to eat good food. Now I got stuck here.
The crow thought hard, and devised a plan.
Okay, now you do as I say. Close your eyes and lay down. I'll prick your eyes, and you stay still.
Are you going to prick my eyes?
No, I'm going to act like pricking your eyes.
Okay.
The farmer saw the crow pricking Deer's eyes, and thought it was dead, so he removed the net. Once the farmer removed the net, the deer ran as fast as it could. Seeing the deer running, the farmer throwed a stone at the deer. But the deer escaped, and the fox who was hiding got hit by the stone.
Good thing we escaped.
The crow and the deer returned safely. Moral of the story: never believe in strangers and always trust your near and dear ones. Bye bye. Hey kids. Welcome to story time. Let's see a story about the lonely elephant. Once there was an elephant. He had no friends. So he started to walk through the forest to find new friends. Soon he met with a monkey.
Hello, monkey. Will you be my friend?
Sorry, you are too big to be my friend. You cannot jump from tree to tree like me, so we cannot be friends.
Sad elephant walked away. Then he met with a frog.
Hello, frog. Will you be my friend?
Sorry, you are too big to be my friend. You cannot jump like me, so I cannot be your friend.
Sad elephant walked away. Sad elephant started to walk. Then he met a rabbit.
Hello, rabbit. Can we be friends? Sorry, you cannot be my friend. You cannot run faster as I do.
Sad elephant walked away. He saw animal running across him and stopped a deer and asked why they were running. There is a tiger that scares around the animals. Everyone are running for their lives.
Please leave the animals alone.
But the tiger didn't listen, kept scaring the animals. Elephant then chased away the tiger and saved other animals. The animals were sorry for hurting the elephant and they wanted to become friends with the elephants. Soon all became friends and they were happy. Moral of the story: size doesn't matter for good friendship. Bye bye. Teenyweeny. Let us see a story about the lazy grasshopper. Once there was an ant and a grasshopper. They were best friends with different personalities. The ant was a hard worker. He would always collect food and built his ant hill. While grasshopper was lazy and spent making days and night extremely cold. The grasshopper was extremely weak and hungry. It came up to ant hill and asked for some food.
Can you please give me some food? When I worked hard, you were having fun.
Now if I give you food, you would never realize the worth of hard work.
The grasshopper realized its mistake, and decided to work hard in upcoming days. Moral of the story: make use of every opportunity while you have it. Teenyweeny. Let us see a story about the selfish fox. Once there was a fox and a stork. The fox was selfish and wanted to make fun of Stork, so he invited the stork to dinner.
Hello, Stork. Will you join me for dinner tonight?
Sure, Fox.
The stork was happy to be invited, and reached Fox's place on time. The fox invited Stork in. The stork saw soups have been served in a shallow bowl. The fox started to lick the soap, but the stork couldn't drink, because of its long beak. The stork understood the fox's intention, and thought to teach a nice lesson to the fox.
Fox. Thank you for inviting me for dinner. I will be so happy if you join me for dinner tomorrow.
The fox agreed. Next day the fox reached the stork's place, and the dinner was served. Fox was shocked to see that the soup has been served in two narrow vases. The stork started to enjoy the soup and finished it. Fox left the place hungry, realizing its mistake. Moral of the story: don't be selfish because it will come back to you. Teenyweeny.
The greedy dog. Once there was a dog who was greedy and selfish. One day he was walking through the village, and he saw a piece of meat. He took the piece of meat and ran away from there. He went by a lakeside, and started to eat. Suddenly he saw his reflection in the water, and thought that there is another dog with a piece of meat. He greedy dog wanted to get the other piece of meat also. So he thought to scare the other dog, and started to bark loudly. Once he opened the mouth, the meat in his mouth fell into the lake. Moral of the story:
one who desires all, loses all. Teenyweeny. Hey kids! Welcome to story time. Once there was a tortoise and two storks who were friends. They lived near a pond. It was summer and the pond started to dry. Hey tortoise. We are planning to fly away to another pond. As summer started and the pond started to dry, it is difficult to stay here.
Hey folks. I love to come with you. But I can't fly. Is there any other way I can come along with you?
The stork started to think and came up with a clever plan. They brought a big fat stick.
Hey tortoise. We will carry you by using this stick. The only thing you have to do is hold the stick tightly with your mouth. And don't open your mouth until we reach our destination.
The tortoise agreed to their plan. The stork started to fly carrying the tortoise. The tortoise was very excited as it was flying. The excited tortoise opened its mouth to speak and fell down. The moral of the story: speak only if it is necessary. Hey kids! Welcome to story time. Let us see a story about the proud rose. Once there was a rose in the desert. It was so proud of its beauty. Its only complaint was growing near to an ugly cactus.
You look so weird.
Every day, the rose would mock the cactus on his looks, while cactus remained silent. All the other plants nearby tried to make the rose see sense, but the rose was too proud by its looks. During summer, the desert started to dry. There was no water left for the plants. The rose quickly began to wilt. Her beautiful petals dried up, losing their lush. It saw a sparrow dip his beak into the cactus to drink some water. Tired Rose asked Cactus for some water.
Can you give me some water, please?
Sure.
The rose was ashamed of its behavior, and was sorry for it. The kind cactus readily agreed, and helped them both through the tough summer, as friends. Moral of the story: never judge anyone by the way they look. Let us see a story about the rabbit and the tortoise. Once there was a rabbit living in the forest. Once he saw a tortoise walk by and started to laugh at him. The tortoise asked why he was laughing.
You can't even walk fast.
Yes, I walk slowly, but what is so funny about it?
The rabbit challenged the tortoise to have a race. The tortoise wanted to teach him a lesson, so he agreed. The race began and the rabbit started to run fast. The tortoise began to walk slowly. The rabbit was confident that he would win, so he thought to take some rest. Soon he fell asleep. The tortoise kept on walking and soon he crossed the rabbit. The rabbit woke up after a while and realized the tortoise went ahead. He started to run as fast as he could. But the tortoise reached the finish line first. The animals cheered for tortoise victory. Morals of the story: never be overconfident, and slow and steady wins the race. Let us see a story about the ant and the elephant. Once there lived an elephant in the forest. There also lived ant and its family. Every time when the elephant sees the ant, it used to mock and laugh at it as it was so small. But the ant ignored him. One day elephant wanted to mock the ant, so he filled his trunk with water. And showered on ant hill, and laughed. The ant was so angry, and wanted to teach him a lesson. One day elephant was sleeping. The ant passed by and saw him sleeping. The ant got an idea and suddenly went inside his trunk. And started to bite. The elephant woke up, and tried everything to get the ant out his trunk but, could not. The elephant started to cry and begged sorry to the ant.
I hope now you understand how others feel when you hurt them.
The elephant was sorry for his behavior. Moral of the story: never underestimate others. But let us see a story about the brilliant crow. Once there was a crow flying through a bare land. Suddenly it was feeling thirsty. It saw a pot with water. He came near the pot, and saw inside. But water level was very low, as the crow was unable to reach the water. The crow saw the surrounding and saw some stones. He came up with an idea. He started to pick the stones one by one, and dropped in the pot. The water level slowly raised and reached the top. The crow drank the water and flew away happily. Moral of the story: where there is a will, there is a way. But let us see a story about the lion and the cows. Once, a herd of cows lived in the village. They used to go to nearby forest for grazing. Every time when the herd of cows goes for grazing, each one will go in separate direction. In the forest, there lived a lion. The lion started to attack the cows that are standing alone. The old cow in the herd noticed that the number of cows is reduced. The old cow advised the other cows to always stay together while grazing. They agreed. The next day, the cows went for grazing, and were always together. The lion saw the cows, and thought of attacking them. The cows saw the lion, and started to shout all together. The lion was frightened, and ran away back. The cows were safe, and reached home happily. Moral of the story: unity is strength. Bye-bye. Teenyweeny. Please subscribe for more videos.
Teenyweeny.